Hello beauties and welcome back to my corner of the internet. If you are new here, then my name is Mariah, also known as Live Life's Beauty, and I'm so glad that you have found me. And if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for joining me again on another video. So today, guys, I did a bad thing. I couldn't be stopped. I couldn't be helped. I'm sorry, but we do have a fabric haul. Long story short, I was trying to whittle down my fabric stash by making some of the things that I have in that fabric because I am in desperate need of clothes, but nothing in there inspired me. The fabrics just aren't right for this season, and quite a lot of them are more fabrics that I want to make for my children. So when I was looking at what I really needed for my wardrobe and what I really wanted to make, I was looking for the fabrics and I just didn't have anything. So I did go fabric shopping. I did give myself a budget, and these are really affordable fabric. So I'm going to show you what I got. All of these materials that I brought are from the Birmingham Boring Market. If you are in the Birmingham area or any close surrounding areas, then you will know that the Birmingham Boring Rag Market is typically known for selling fruits and veg, lots of market stalls and material. It's kind of like two scales. It's either really fancy materials or kind of really polyester stretchy materials. So obviously it's like one extreme to the other, but I'm sure if you're not fussy, then you can find something to work with, especially if you are practicing like me. I don't really want to go spend £6-7 a meter on fabrics and then mess up the whole project. So I'm tending to kind of buy cheap for now, but still material that I really enjoy and the prints that I really like. So I'm going to stop yapping and I'm going to get straight into what I got. So we're going to start with the boring ones first, but to me, it's not boring. So we're going to start with this. This is basically just a black polyester kind of, could be polyester, could be cotton kind of material. I'm not too sure, but it's just a simple black material. I want to make a really full black skirt, and I just needed some basic cotton material, but I was looking and I still wanted it to have a bit of weight because when I put the pleats in it, I want it to be really like not heavy, but really like textured. And this is perfect. Like me just wrinkling it up, just look how that falls. So once I put like gathers in it and have it as a, well, that's not really gathers, that's a very terrible example. But once I put some gathers in it or pleat it up, it's going to be so full and fantastic, which I'm so excited about. This ended up being 3 meters because where I got this from is basically a pile of fabric all over the floor, and you just pick out the material that you like. The only problem is you have to buy it all. You can't just tell them to cut it in half or cut off this. You have to buy the whole part of the fabric. So originally when I was digging for it, I found a really long one, and I was like, no, I don't care how cheap it is. I don't want to get all that material because I'm not going to use it. So I ended up finding a shorter piece, and this ended up being 3 meters. So this specific material is 50p a meter. So yes, guys, for 3 meters of this very full, very thick fabric, it only cost me £1.50. £1.50. Yes, you heard me right. That is why I love the Birmingham Boring Market. And I just think this is going to be a fantastic day. It's going to be the skirt of my dreams, guys, and you will be taken along on that journey. To that, we have this. So this is the same material as that, so in this stunning red. I don't think the camera's really picking up the red. It's more of like, it's kind of like the colour that it's showing up, to be fair, just a little bit deeper. And I just think this is absolutely stunning. Look at this next to my face. It's absolutely stunning. Now, I'm just going to hold this up. Yes, guys, this was also 50p a meter. I'm trying not to tell you too much of what I want to make with the materials because I am going to do a video where I make these things and show you then. But if you don't end up watching that, here's a little sneaky peek. So I want to make a skirt like this, where it has the arch and then it has like the pleats, front panel and then side panels. I want it to be super big and just extravagant. Like I want it long, I want it extravagant. Now, again, with these pieces, you had to buy the whole piece. And whereas the black, I managed to find a smaller piece, this was the only one that I could find with the time that I had to kind of rummage through. And this ended up being 6 meters, guys. 6 meters. And I was like, no, it's too much. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I ended up paying £3 for 6 meters of fabric, which is obviously absolutely fantastic. It is the color of my dreams and it will be the skirt of my dreams. I'm really stuck on red at the moment. I am loving the color red and I don't have anything red, so I don't know why now I'm just like, oh, red. But look at that against me. I have to keep putting it up because I'm sorry, but elegante, yes. So in this bag, I'm on a 2-piece kick. I'm going to be making all the 2-piece sets for this spring summer season here in the UK. We get some days where it is really hot and then we get some days where it's a little bit chilly. So for me, 2-piece set for the win. I absolutely love a jumpsuit, but jumpsuits obviously not as accessible for me when I need to wheel up. So 2-piece for the win, and look what I found. I absolutely love animal print, guys. I am an animal print girly, and I would say this is kind of like a zebra print. It's giving zebra because it's black and white, but it has these gorgeous gold flexes running through it. It's absolutely stunning. I love it so much. It makes me sing my heart out. This, for me, I would consider a little bit pricey. This was £3 a meter, and obviously, guys, that's not pricey at all. £3 a meter was absolutely fantastic deal. But yeah, it was £3 a meter, and I wanted 3 meters because I'm not sure how much I need to do like a full top and bottom 2-piece set. But I didn't want to run out because I won't be running back there. And one thing with the market is you don't know if they're going to have that when you go there. So I was measuring it out, 3 meters, and then the man, we got to the end of the row and he basically said it's 4 meters and obviously he will give me the whole thing. So I think I ended up paying £11 for this. He gave me like £1 off, which is fine by me. But I just took it as a sign that maybe I'll need 4 meters for the kind of set that I want to achieve with this one. And I absolutely love it. I think it's so stunning. I just keep putting them up to my face because how classy and beautiful does that look? Like, tell me she is not the rich auntie. I mean, I'm definitely not the rich auntie because I have like 3 kids. So I'm more like the friend that you kind of like come around and like, oh, when is it time to go home? These kids crazy, but up in here. But I'm really feeling the elegante vibes and I just absolutely love this. I think, look at that draped around me. I'm trying not to cover my mic so that you can actually hear me. But again, absolutely stunning. I'm not sure what material this is because it got a little bit of stretch, but not a lot of stretch. So I'm just going to consider them to be like polyester. I'm not really sure on the blends of materials. I don't have anything marked down to say what it is. You kind of just have to go with your gut and feel what you're feeling. But yeah, I absolutely love that. And that was £3 a meter and I ended up getting 4 meters of that. And we have this, which it just caught my eye. You know, it just catches your eye and you're just like, I like you. You're coming home with me. 2-piece set for the win. I keep draping them around me because obviously they're going to be like tops. So they're going to be like against me. And I just love this. I think there was definitely a time when this was all over the Boohoo dresses kind of vibe, bodycon dress vibes where it was this material. But I absolutely love this. I'm really trying to stick into my colour tones at the moment. And I really want more rich colours in my wardrobe. But colours, so this goes for it because even though it's got the brown, it's got the blue, it's kind of got a bit of orange in it, it's got the black, but it still gives colourful and it still gives summer. So yeah, this is stretchy. I would say this is definitely a polyester. I may have to line this when I make my trousers. I think for a top it might be okay. Yeah, but for trousers, I might have to line it. I don't want to be exposed. Now, when you're in your house and it's like one kind of light and then you go outside and the sun hits you and then you can just see it all, I don't want that. This ended up being £2 a metre, and I do believe I got 2 meters of this. It may even be 3 meters. This is actually really long. This is 3 meters at £2 a meter, and I cannot wait to two-piece set it up. I feel like 3 meters should be enough for the trouser and top sets that I'm making. Do have a little boo-boo with the material that I'm about to show you, because I wash everything before I show you these hauls, before I pack it away, anything. Like as soon as I come in from shopping, like that day or the day after, it's going in the washing machine. And typically, guys, it's going to dry in the tumble dryer. Yes, I am a tumble dryer girly. I know it's probably best to air dry your fabrics, and Exhibit A would be proven with this. But with me, at one point in its life, my clothes are definitely going to end up in the tumble dryer by accident. Either way, it still looks very nice, but it looked a lot nicer before it went through the tumble dryer. And I do think it's the tumble dryer that did it, not the washing machine. And it is this metallic material. So it is still giving metallic, but when I first purchased it, it was a lot more purple. Like it had almost like an ultraviolet purple. I can't describe it, guys, because it's so beautiful. But it was almost like a wash of like a vibrant purple through it, rather than this kind of dull, silvery, purpley, grey colour. It was very much more vibrant purple. But I'm still really happy with it. I still think it looks very, very sexy. And in the sun, even more sexy. So yeah, again, we are 2-piece setting it up. I think it looks so classy. And I think I ended up just getting 2 meters of this material. So I do hope that this one is enough. And I do believe that this was also £2 a meter as well. So I'm hoping to make a little 2-piece out of this. It's very stretchy, but it's also very gorgeous. So it only has a one-way stretch. Oh, the last piece of material that I have to show you guys, I don't actually have it with me, and that is because it has already been made into its final form, which I am so happy that I can at least have one thing to show you guys in May's makes. Hopefully, though, we'll have a bit more. And I'm not going to show you, but I will give you a sneaky peek right here. Yes, so this all started because my kids had culture day at school today, and they have been banging on to me for the past 2 weeks. Mom, it's culture day, we need something to wear. Typically, they always wear like their Jamaica tops that we get from Jamaica when we are abroad. But they have all grown out of them, so they have no Jamaica tops to wear. So they were like, please, can you make us something? Like, get some fabric and like make us something. And I was like, well, I don't really know what I'm going to make. I need to find this fabric. Where am I going to find the fabric? And I found the fabric at Birmingham Woolworths Market. It's giving kind of like safari African vibes, but you know, we do descend from Africa. So I found this, and I think it's super stunning. It has like the Jamaica colours, because we have the green, yellow and black for the Jamaica flag, and then we just have like a bunch of other colours in there. I think this definitely gives like more Jamaica vibe, and then this is just giving like, look at me on this safari / wild African adventure. But I absolutely loved it, and so did they. I ended up getting just 1 meter of this, and this ended up being £3 a meter. And in retrospect, just for what I made them, I should have got 2 meters or 1.5 meters. I don't think they sell it by half a meter. I think you have to get 1 or 2 meters. And at the time, I didn't want to spend the extra £3. I know that sounds so stingy, because ideally it would have only been £6 for the full outfit to make them. But I don't know, guys. I feel like this trip was really about me and not them. They've had enough from me. Do you know what I mean? I absolutely love this fabric. This is not stretchy at all. It has a tiny bit of stretch this way, but none this way. And it's just so vibrant, and it just caught my eye straight away. And I was like, culture day. It has like the gold running through, and if you know me, I am a gold girly. I did go with the silver today, but I'm typically a gold girly. I'm just like a magpie. Anything shiny, colourful is catching my eye. Now, this print for myself, I don't really think this is me. I think this is just a tiny bit more funky than I want to go, but I definitely do want to incorporate some bright colours into my wardrobe. So if you want to see what I ended up making with this will be in my May monthly sewing makes video, where I do a monthly roundup of all of my sewing makes. And in this month's video, you'll get a roundup of all the things that I made in the month of May. If you want to see that, then be sure to subscribe and stick around. And if you want to see my two-piece extravaganza, then also be sure to subscribe, because we have a lot of sets to be made with all of this beautiful material. And in that video, I will definitely go into more detail about exactly what the sets are going to look like, how I draft the set, if I'm using patterns, or if I'm going to self-draft, or if I'm going to copy what I already got. So be sure to subscribe, because those videos are also coming out to you. Do not forget to live life beauty, because life is beautiful and it's out there waiting to be lived by you. And hopefully I will see you in another video.